That's it, we're all moored up. About half a mile, 3/4 of a mile through Anstey. We're actually moored up on pins here. We have got a very, very noisy train track going alongside, but that really doesn't bother us that much when you're asleep. It's not too bad, and normally they quieten down at night time anyway. But it is what it is. We were getting tired, we want to moor up. Going to do the kids' tea. I think we're going to set up a barbecue and have a barbecue here. It's a beautiful day. We've got some meat in for a barbecue, so I think that's going to be the plan. And then onwards tomorrow, but who knows where? Haven't got a clue. No idea whatsoever. But I'm going to get the shoes. I'm going to get the chairs out of the well deck and start getting set up. So yeah, we'll see. Good morning. It's Monday the 16th of May. I had to think there for a minute. It's very damp, it's very bleak, and they forecast rain at 2 o'clock. And I don't like the rain. But I also don't like going hungry. We've got no food in the cupboards. We've had 2 nights here. Really enjoyed it. We had some towpath tucker, as my dear friend Simon would call it. We had a barbecue. We've had lots of fun here. We've made a new friend, a gentleman we met in Coventry, Keith. I'll tell you more about that when we get cruising. But today we need to get going. Really, we need to be in Rugby. There's a large Tesco superstore there. We need to stock up. We really do need to fill the cupboards. The cupboards are bare. We can have custard and a Fray Bentos pie. Not a good mix. So we're going to go and stock up. That's the aim today. Probably 3.5 hour cruise to Rugby. Then after that we may stay in Rugby or we may move on. But if we move on, we have to contend with Hillmorton Lock. We also have our first proper tunnel of the trip, and I'll explain about that when we get going. It's only a little one, 250 yards, I believe it is, and there's a water point, so we're going to make use of that. But believe it or not, we are in the middle of nowhere. We had our first night here. It was just us. It was heaven. It was bliss. And then when boaters see another boat, they tend to moor up. So we've got 2 more boats moored here. Hasn't been a problem at all. Not a problem at all. But yeah, it's funny how that happens. Right, I've got to get the pins in. I'll go and get my hammer, get these pins out, and let's get going. Yeah, that was a lovely mooring there. We've actually marked it in our map books. The trains really didn't bother us, and they stop about 8:30 at night, and we didn't really hear any. Last night there was a few more trains, but yeah, it was a really nice mooring. I enjoyed it. You don't get hardly any footfall going past the mooring either, so that was nice. So what's this about Keith? Well, we were there, moored up there in Coventry Basin, and a gentleman was sat on the bench outside the boat, and it was Keith. He's a subscriber and a viewer of the channel, and he introduced himself to us. I sat on the bench and we chatted and had a drink together. He's a former, retired school teacher. Lovely man, really lovely man. We really enjoyed his company, and he mentioned that he's got some books and he had them in his car, so he gave a few books for Noah and Lily. We were moored up where we've just left from a couple of nights ago, and a gentleman was walking up the towpath, and it was Keith, and he had a few more books. He sat down, we shared a barbecue, he had a barbecue with us and everything else, and he mentioned he's having a good clear out of his old books and things that he had in his house. Yeah, the following day a boat went past us, and it was Keith on his boat, bless him. He'd actually cruised out from the marina. 2 huge boxes of educational books, well, mainly educational books for the little ones. They are invaluable. We were going around the bookshops in Coventry looking for more books for them. They can't sit on and look at phones and tablets all day, even though they help. It's great to actually hold and read a book. So at the moment they're in the boat. Little Noah's using his leapfrog, which was highly recommended, so he's using that for today, and Lily is reading some of the books, and then later on we'll talk to her about them and see what she's learned from them. But Keith, I can't thank you enough, mate. It's absolutely unbelievable. We're meeting up with him in Crick on the Sunday, and that'll be good to have a catch up with him, and obviously dinner is on us. And there, about to tower over us, is the M6 motorway. Doesn't that look awful? Yeah, not nice at all. Yeah, it's misty, we've got a bit of a breeze, but it really is quite mild out here today, which is nice. They have promised some warm weather for this week, so fingers crossed that we get some nice hot weather. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this cruise. It's wonderful. If you're wondering where Nikki is, I'm on my own at the moment on the deck. She's in the boat. The kids are doing schooling. Obviously, it's a Monday morning, so it's back to schooling today. But those books are wonderful. I can't tell you how grateful we are for those, so thanks again, Keith. Nikki actually had a tear of joy in her eye. It was wonderful that somebody could be so kind. Thank you. Morning. That sounds wonderful. Just coming into the very busy Rose Boats and Stretton Wharf here. I'm really enjoying this morning. Lovely. So we're at Stretton Wharf. Nikki's had to jump off and do this very small swing bridge here. Yeah, a little bit awkward to actually get off the boat right by a water point as well. Tricky. That was very, very difficult. If you were a single boater, you'd have some fun there, I reckon. Only a light, very small little swing bridge though. But we're on our way again, and the sun's coming out. All Oakswood mooring just in front of us as you come under Bridge 34. It's a very picturesque mooring. It looks lovely, but the car park has a reputation for some nighttime activity. I won't tell you what. And there is the car park. I don't see any dogs anywhere. Wow, look at that. Isn't that brilliant? Well, that was lovely for Nikki and myself. We watch a vlog called Narrowboat Journeys, and I've watched it for a good few years now, and a lovely gentleman, Phil Ball, does them. And we've just had the honour of meeting up with him there. We had a nice chat for 20 minutes or so. What a gentleman, what a lovely chap he is. We're going to try and arrange to meet up again when we've got more time. We're sort of racing the weather and the moorings at Tesco in Rugby as well. We need to get a mooring there just to get the shop, because as I said, the cupboards are bare. But yeah, what a gentleman. That was really nice. And just ahead of us here is the entrance to Brinklow Marina. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Have a nice day, mate. Years ago, unfortunately, Nikki suffered with anxiety and panic attacks, and they were quite severe, mainly at night time. And it was Phil's vlogs, his slow TV vlogs, that actually helped her out. And she said she actually owes him, because they did help get her through that. Have a look, and I'll put a link in the description below to Phil's channel. Amazing. He's got the most mellow voice, and he's, well, after meeting him, he really is a mellow chap. That was brilliant. Made my day. And Nikki's. We're just coming under Bridge 48. 49 is Newbold Tunnel. That's it, we got perfect mooring. Gonna nip up there across the bridge to Tesco's. Got to get a big shop in, and then hopefully move on somewhere before this rain comes. So right, shopping. Well, that's the shopping done. We're well stocked up. Got loads of food in, some ready meals as well, but stuff to cook. So all is good. So we're going to stay here tonight. They forecast rain, though we did have some when we were in Tesco. It was all wet when we came out, but it's a lovely afternoon now. So I think Nikki's going to put the stuff away, and there's a couple of seats here, a couple of benches, so we're going to sit in the sunshine because that sun is warm. But we're going to stay here for the night and perhaps move on tomorrow, so we'll see you tomorrow.